What's up guys, I'm gonna show you guys how we find distressed properties and make multiple six figures on all of our flips. My name is Brian Tran, I'm a local flipper here in the San Francisco Bay Area, and this process that I'm about to show you is exactly how we find every single one of our deals. And this is the best way, it's not a lot of money, and here's the thing, when you go direct to seller, you always save a lot more rooms. Now there are people out there that have wholesaler contact, real estate contacts, but when you go through those guys, sometimes they add on their fees and it just cuts into your profit. So keep watching as my buddy Ray is gonna show you exactly how we do it.
Let's just use an example, 443 Skyline Drive in Daly City. All right, let me pull it up here on PropStream. You type it here at the top in the search bar, 443 Skyline Drive. It should load up, yep, it pops up right there at the top. In Daly City, 94015. And from here, we go over here to the right and look into the details. This is how we find the owner information, the mailing address, and things like that. This is critical to, and very crucial to find, their phone numbers and who to contact as far as who the decision maker goes. And here it is, Richard Louis, and also a second owner, Jin Hong Chen. So now, we take that and we go to a free site like White Pages or True People Search and look them up. You can do that reverse address, or you can do a people search within the city of Daly City. Let's just do reverse address because I believe they were owner occupied, but let me double check. Yes, their mailing address is the same address as the property address, so it is owner occupied. So we type in 443 Skyline Drive here, Daly City, boom, hit the search, and there you go. I believe that's correct. Richard Louis, yep, Richard Louis and Jin Hong. We have Richard, there's a second person there, but let's just focus on Richard today. All right, we view the resident details, click on that. Ignore that window. So here we'll have a primary landline, which is the home number, and also because I have premium, I pay $100 a year to get 200 lookups. I get their primary cell and their secondary cell. So now we have that number, or those numbers to call. We reach out to them. So you just keep repeating this process until you have a good list, and then you just go straight into cold calling. And now I'm gonna go into more detail on PropStream on how to build your list and give you that higher chance of closing deals. So let's jump right in. Let's just use Daly City as an example, all right? So you just have Daly City up here in the search bar. It'll give tons of properties. Right now, it's giving me over 25,000 unique properties, which is not something that we would want to call on our own. So let's filter that down. What I like to do is non-owner occupied, so you click no right here. Then you can also go into property characteristics and dial it down even more. Like you can say, okay, I just want a 3-bedroom and 2-bath. There's a bunch more. You can put the year built, but we'll leave that for now, just to keep it simple. MLS status, you usually don't want to go after properties on the market, so I like to say no. You can check the pre-foreclosure and bank owned, but a lot of other people do that, so I'd say leave that alone for now. You can do that on your own, but let's just leave that. For ownership info, I like to do a minimum of 20 years of ownership. That way hey, they had their time in that property, maybe they're willing to move on, and more likely to. Okay, and let's just start with there. Let's close that out. We dialed it down to 1,500 unique properties, and I think that's a good list to start with. So let's take this list. We add it to, let's just call this let's make a new one. DC marketing list. Save that. This is taking a while, but once we have that and it looks like it's ready, go under My Properties. You go to your DC marketing list. You just check box all those, and then you export. Do you want to allow downloads? Yes, I want to allow downloads because I want. So now we have our exported list. Let's pull it up right here. Now, in order to upload it into batch skip tracing, you're gonna have to format it, and we'll give you that template right here on the side. But here it is already done for me, formatted for batch skip tracing. You'll need your first name, last name, property address, and all these other property and mailing address. That's most important because that's where you'll get the contact information from. So we'll take this list, come over here to the batch skip tracing website. You'll click on, I've already logged in, so you'll do that. You'll click on bulk skip trace. Then you want to drag your file. Go over here to my navigation. Drag it in right here. And it's ready. You'll click on the forward arrow and make sure all your source fields and destination fields are correct. You know, your first name, property. See how it says do not import? You're gonna need to import that. A mailing address, key to finding the right people. Because you don't want it, sometimes you'll have a renter there, so you don't want to just look up the property address. You want the owner's info. Put mailing city here, so just matching each of these, the state, city, address, and zip code. Move the forward arrow, scroll through here, let me enlarge this again. Okay, so you'll be scrolling through this and making sure all of this is correct on their end. And one key thing I want to mention here is that sometimes you'll have the name of a trust there. Batch skip tracing likes to see that as the first name, and you can leave the last name blank for them to look it up correctly. And you hit the forward arrow, just name your, forgot to name my list, DC marketing list. The forward arrow, and for it says it could find about 1,100 lookups, and it's 20 cents per match. The grand total comes to $223. So I won't pay for that here because I've already looked this up. I don't want to pay for it twice, but that's basically it. You hit the check mark, put in your credit card info, and pay for it, and they'll get it back to you within minutes. That's how quick it is. Now you have your calling list. We'll go into the next chapter about what to do, what to say, and how to close that deal. Let's go.